everybody. Welcome to Talks with Tasha. I am your host, Natasha, and I am so excited to be back in business. Y'all have no idea. It's been a long 2 weeks, and it's been nothing short of crazy and busy. So, I want to first start off by thanking every single one of you who has been super supportive and asking me when my new podcast episode is coming out. What's the deal? Have I quit it? Because I have a history of so. No, but really, I want to thank every single one of you that has been super patient and very supportive throughout this whole journey. It's kind of wild how vulnerable and crazy this journey has been, honestly. Well, first off, I wanted to start off by saying thank you for coming back. Thank you for being patient. Life has been crazy. It's been super, super busy, and I have not had the time to sit and just talk. So let's get started. Today's podcast is going to be all about being liked and not liked. Hence the title, They Like Me Not. Today we're going to be talking about what it means to be liked, what it means not to be liked. So for me, being liked has honestly not been important for me. Growing up, I feel like you grow up and you see those kids that always have to be liked, that always do things in order to be liked, to be admired, or, to be a part of this group. And luckily for me, growing up, I was very hard-headed and I didn't care about things like that. Now, I can't say that for everybody, but I know, speaking from experience, that's never been me. And I'm very grateful for that because, Lord knows, I feel like I'd go batshit crazy if it was. It's very, honestly, growing up in the society that I grew up in, it's honestly kind of scary, growing up in a society where social media is so huge, growing up in a society where it's very frowned upon, and weird if you're not a certain way, or if you talk a certain way, if you dress a certain way, act a certain way. And for me, that was never an issue for me. I was very authentic and very true to myself, and I didn't care what anyone had to say or think or, feel about me, because I knew that I was sticking to what I believed in, what I did, how I acted, how I dressed. And that was very important for me because you can't say that for everybody. And it's tough because I feel like in this world, we want to be liked. And of course I want to be liked. I think I don't strive for that, but I know that I want to be liked. I mean, who doesn't, at the end of the day? But there's a fine line between, oh my God, this person doesn't like me. Oh my God, this person doesn't like me. Why? And you don't like me? So fucking be it. So I think that as well is very important. Speaking from experience, I try my fucking hardest to be a good person. I mean, I am kind to everybody. I praise everybody. I'm very supportive of everybody, especially those that I love, especially those around me, coworkers, family, friends. I mean, you name it. I am the biggest supporter of anybody and everybody. So that for me is a huge deal. And it honestly throws me for a loop when I know I'm a good person, like I have my fucking days where I'm not, I want to be a bitch here and there and whatever, we all have those days. But for the most part, I strive to truly be a good person because that's all you can be in this world, right? Is a good person and a kind person and a thoughtful and caring and loving and all of the above. But lately, it's struck a nerve with me because it's happened lately where someone does not like me. And it strikes a nerve because I'm like, I'm a good damn person. Why doesn't this person like me? And it's hard not to think that this person or so-and-so doesn't like me. Like, it honestly has truly struck a nerve because it's happened so much lately. And you think, well, why doesn't this person like me? And I drove myself crazy for a minute, just thinking and wondering and trying to figure out why this person didn't like me, why, they didn't see me the way I feel like I see myself, which is kind and loving and all of the above, right? I'm not gonna keep gloating. But truly, I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what am I doing? And I started to question myself, truly, because I'm not going to go into depth because it's kind of obvious, but it was happening in the workplace, and I was just like, I literally clock in and I clock out and chuck my deuces and say, all right, let's go home. So when I was coming to work and I was hearing these things about me and this person not liking me and yada, 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 and blah, 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 Natasha this, Natasha that, I'm like, am I really what this person is saying? Like, am I really a bitch? Am I really ugly? Am I really mean? Am I really rude? And I did a lot of self-reflection, and it was truly eating me alive, where I was like, why doesn't this person like me? What did I do? And I truly did nothing wrong. Because I would straight up say I did that shit, right? But I truly didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I was who I was, and I am who I am. And it was wild to know that this person didn't like me and had never had a conversation with me, had never gotten to know me, had never spoken to me, had never, came up to me and be like, Natasha, I don't like you because of this, or Natasha, I've said these things about you because of who you are or what you've said, or yada yada yada. Because truthfully, I believe that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Just like I don't believe everyone's my cup of tea. Like, I could not like you, but that's because me personally, I just don't like the kind of person you are or how you talk, whatever the case may be. So you're obviously never going to be someone's cup of tea, but I was just very like, why doesn't this person like me? Like, and it was super, super tough. I went to therapy multiple times about it because it was truly eating me alive. And, my therapist said something that stuck, with me, and it was like, Natasha, I think you have a problem with people not liking you. And I was like, oh, psych, but I was like, whoa, hold on. I had to sit with it and be like, maybe that is the case, because again, I strive to be this great person. I strive to be this kind person to everybody, no matter what, right? And so when this person didn't like me, I was taking it very, very personal. And then I thought, what if I'm just not her cup of tea? What if I'm not his cup of tea? What if I'm not, meant to be liked? And for me, that really, again, it struck a nerve, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But slowly but surely, I had to let that shit go, because again, it was eating me alive. Like, I kid you not. I had to go to therapy because of it. But it was really hard to sit with. And then I thought, I can't take this stuff personally. I just can't, because it's not about me. It's about them, what they're going through, their insecurities, and them projecting. I wholeheartedly believe that it's not about you, and you shouldn't take it personal. I'm going to read y'all a quote that I saved. I saved a couple, but one of them was, let me find it. How you feel about me has nothing to do with me and everything to do with you. Let that shit sink in, baby. How you feel about me has nothing to do with me and everything to do with you. And it just clicked in my head. I was like, whoa, seriously? This has nothing to do with me. And I started to think about, when people act a certain way towards you, they're projecting a lot of the times. And for me, in that situation, I'm not saying I'm innocent in every single situation where someone doesn't like me, because yeah, I could offend somebody, or someone may not like what I've said about so-and-so, right? But in that situation, I knew in my heart and, in my mind, I had done nothing wrong to this person. So for them to not like me and have never had a conversation with me, I'm like, yeah, this has nothing to do with me and everything to do with them. So going back to that, I started thinking, okay, they're projecting, they have some type of problem within themselves. And because they can't fix that problem within themselves because of their maturity level, they're going to project, and they're going to project it on to the easiest target, if that makes sense. And a lot of the times, being disliked by people means you're doing something right. And for me, in that situation, in the workplace, I mind my fucking business. When I tell you I clock in, I make my money, and I clock out, that's it. I don't go into work to make friends. I don't go into work to gossip, to start drama, to make friends to whatever the case may be, right? I go in there, I clock in, I make my money, and I clock out. From point A to point B to point C, I'm out of there, right? So I knew for a fact, obviously, it had nothing to do with me and everything to do with them. And I think that's how you have to take life. And this is the theme of the story, and the topic I'm trying to get to is you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. You can be the fucking best person on the planet. You could be the worst person on the planet. You could be fucking saving babies and saving elephants and vice versa, whatever the case may be. But you're still not going to be liked. And that is fucking okay. And it took me all of that and me, going crazy in my head about why, and questioning myself and questioning my worth and my self-being to say, it's not about me. It's never been about me. And I need to stop taking it so personal. If someone doesn't like me, so fucking be it. They don't like me, and that's that. I did not come into this world to please anybody except God and my mom, my dad, okay? That's kind of it. But I really didn't come into this world for that. And so that striking a nerve was only telling my body, that was telling my soul, there's something to learn about this. There's something to click in your head to say, hey, it is fucking okay. It is. And so I go back to another quote. Let's see. You absolutely have to become okay with not being liked. No matter how loving or kind you are, you will never people please your way into collective acceptance. You could be a whole ray of sunshine and people will hate you because they are used to the rain. Let's read that one again. You could be a whole ray of sunshine and people will hate you because they are used to the rain. Be okay with shining regardless. Oh, baby. I don't know about y'all, but that one struck a fucking nerve in my heart, in my head, in my soul. They are used to the fucking rain. Ooh, I'm sorry, but that one is chef's kiss. Again, you have to be okay with that. Because if you're not, you're going to go your whole life trying to people please. Not being your authentic self. Not being you to your full potential. You're going to grow up. You're going to, over time, be this person who has to people please. Oh, you love coffee? Me too. When you really don't. Oh, you like the movies? Me too. When you really don't. And you go about it in such an unhealthy way that you don't know yourself. I feel like when people try to do that, and I've had my moments where, I've liked a guy or I wanted to be friends with someone and I'm like, oh my God, like they like this, I'm gonna like it too. Or they love the movies, I'm gonna love the movies too. And it's not authentic. It's not genuine. It doesn't come from a place of, oh, I love this because I love it. It comes from a place of like, you want to be accepted and it's not genuine. It's not genuine at all. And go back to another quote. I had to save all these quotes so I could read them to y'all. It's the last one. The best part of being authentic is that there is no image to maintain. Trying to not be yourself is like you have to keep up with what you're trying to accomplish in a sense. So you're trying to keep up with liking this when you really don't and trying to maintain an image. You will delight some and disturb others, and none of it will concern the truth of your being. These quotes, they just hit. They really hit. I read them all the time, and I'm just like, yep, that one did it for me. So overall, I think what I learned from that fucking crazy experience is it's gonna be okay. You're not going to be liked by everybody, and that is okay. As long as you know in your heart that you are the best person that you can totally be, that's all that matters. When you can sleep at night and say, I've done all that I could do as a human, that is all that matters. Susie, Sally, Sam, they cannot like it. And that's perfectly fucking fine because that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. At the end of the day, I've learned through that crazy experience again is it's not about you. It's not about you, and don't take it personal. People are going to project when they're not happy, when they're insecure, when they have issues within themselves. And there is nothing you could do about it. Absolutely nothing. And it's so sad to think about, because when I was going through that issue with this person, I was like, oh my fucking gosh, I feel so bad for them, because I would come into the workplace and I'm like, fuck, what am I going to hear about myself today? What is this person going to say about me today? And I just thought, I feel so bad for them, because whatever they're going through it in a really negative way. Instead of working on themselves and saying, why do I hate this person? Why am I spreading these rumors about them? Why don't I like this person? And internalizing everything that they're spewing out to themselves. I feel like if I was the type of person, which I would never be, I would say, what does this person have that I don't? And when I started to think about that, I'm like, I like to believe I'm pretty confident in myself. I am determined. I'm a hard worker. I'm loving to absolutely everybody that is loving to me back. And I think that scares people. I think people are not used to genuine people, because that's what this world has come to. It's come to fakeness and people not being genuine and true to themselves and true to others. And that is all I could really think about. And I just thought, instead of being hateful back, which I truly wanted to do, shout out to my therapist because she didn't let me. But, I just was like, I'm going to use this feeling of angerness and just think about, what is she going through? What is he going through? What are they going through that they are being this way towards me? And in conclusion, it just came to them projecting and them being a certain way, being unhappy. And they say when you hate someone or you dislike someone, you see in them what you don't have. And that's all I could really think about. And I could just wholeheartedly go to sleep at night and say, wow, I feel really bad for them. I hope that they work through those insecurities. I hope they work through those issues. I pray to God that whatever they're going through, they get through it in the most positive and mature way. Because this isn't it, Bringing someone down to make yourself feel better is never the way. But in conclusion, I think treat others how you want to be treated, and you want to treat people like shit, well, don't be surprised when you get treated like shit back. You treat others how you want to be treated, and that's just always how I've lived my life. Have I had my moments? Absolutely. Have I learned from them? Absolutely. I think about, how would I want someone to treat my sister? How would I want someone to treat my future child or my niece and my nephew and things like that? My goddaughters, my best friends, my family. I would never want someone to treat those that I love like shit. And I would never want to treat anyone like shit either. Like, that's just not me. And yeah, I think from that experience, you can take away, don't take anything personal. When you know in your hearts of hearts that you are a kind person, that you're a loving person, and that you're generous and truthful and authentic to yourself. And that's all you could take away from it, truly. At the end of the day, when I thought about everything I was going through and, getting advice from my therapist, my parents, my friends, it's not about me. It was never about me. And it was always about them and their projection and what they were going through as people, and I don't blame that person. I think, people go through a lot of different things and they deal with them in many different ways, and that's okay. All you can do is just pray for somebody, hope for the best, and shake that shit off and say, I know I'm a good person, and that's all I care about. So, that's that. Thank y'all so much for coming to Talks with Tasha, episode 3. I promise y'all I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to keep up with this podcast and the episodes. Life has just been insane. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you resonated in some way and could understand and, feel like you're talking to your best friend or your therapist. That is all I have for today. I hope y'all have an amazing day, an amazing night, and be your fucking self and love others and be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and be you, baby, because this world, it's got enough shit going on. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share with your mama, your daddy, your granny, and all of the above. So thank y'all for coming, and I will see y'all on the next episode of Talks with Tasha. Bye, guys. Ooh, where's my coffee? I needed that one. That was a doozy. That was a lot.